Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another cool reading, Sagittarius. Let's see what we have for you guys. And yeah, today is the second day of the new moon in Taurus. Yeah. And so, let's see what we have for you guys. Yeah, let's see what we got. And the memory cards reverse, the poppet, and we have waxing and waning. Yeah, waxing and waning is about things changing. It's about cycles that are ending and cycles that are beginning. During the waxing of the moon, it's a build-up to a full moon, which is something is culminating and then ending, peaking and then ending. And the waning moon is when the moon is getting smaller, and so that leads to a new moon, a new plan, hope for the future. It can be a new beginning. But it is definitely, it's the opposite of the waxing moon, right? So let's see what we have, let's look at the poppet, but the memory card reverse, something's going on here. Maybe somebody lost their memory card in their phone. I doubt that's the thing. Let's look at the poppet, and we see there's kind of like puppet type of things here, right? And so this talks about 3 different poppets are on display. A corn dolly, a figure fashioned from roots and branches in a vibrantly colorful embroidered fabric form. Poppets are used in sympathetic magic practices to represent people or other living beings. They are generally for casting spells. It's kind of like voodoo, but in a very, the opposite, right? With love and, hope and things like that. And so, yeah, they're generally for casting spells on the subject they are modeled after to help them, or sometimes to work against them. Wow. All right, the key words here are channel, transfer, encapsulate, and votive. And not everything, oh, that is reversed. Yeah, let's not look at, it is reversed. Oh, that's the poppet. That is in the upright. Yeah, so somebody's doing like a ritual here to, or maybe they have a little dolly of you, Capricorn, Sagittarius. It's possible, or, they could, but this is really about kind of casting a spell. It's like channeling your energy, kind of. I feel like they want a new beginning with you, because, yeah, we're not going to have, if that was in the reverse, we might say they want an ending. But let's look at the memory card that is reversed. Yeah. And in the reverse, this talks about honoring deceased loved ones and ancestors. It can be as simple as wearing an item that has been passed down to you, or making their favorite dish to share with others. This can talk about closing the distance between you and a faraway friend or a loved one. Yeah, and then we have, and placing a photo, etc. We see the photo here, and the candle. But over here is this poppet. Somebody wants to be close to you, or kind of close the gap, or close distance. Maybe they are at a distance, right? Yeah, this is an interesting reading. I feel like it is. So let's see what else we have. And kind of glad I used those cards today. They're kind of different. We have wanted, universe creators. And yeah, and so we see kind of, all the little, we have the cells all the way up to the galaxy. This is just about creating something new, wanted. Somebody wants to create something new with you. And it is about some form of stability that they want to create, because it's a 31, and that is a 4. Yeah, somebody wants this with you. We have coming soon. Welcome to the next ascending age. So there's a new chapter coming, a new cycle with the waxing and the waning of the moon. And this ascending is, it's about trusting your intuition and becoming like the master of your destiny. That's really what it's evolving. That's what it's about. Yeah, let's see what else we have. We see the snake here. He's biting his own skin for a new beginning. Yeah, and we have deliver your greatest gift to the world. And this is really about, here's the eye. Once again, this is somebody trusting their intuition. The gift is here. I feel like what this is that somebody is evolving here, and they are trusting their intuition for a new beginning. And whenever we see that, it's usually kind of reversal of maybe what has gone on, where somebody was not ascending, or they were kind of in their lower self. And so now, and this could be somebody that Sagittarius, because the memory card is here. So let's see what else we have. Today we're using the Spellcaster's deck. It's a new deck. It's not new. I don't use it often, but yeah, it's lots of fun. Let's see what we got. If you want to get a psychic reading with me, I always check for accuracies. And yeah, and those are fun because we do them typically on a video call. It's a personal meeting, right? An online meeting. You can just simply have a video emailed to you. You can, if you want. And if you don't know somebody, you need insight on them, or even your own situation. Maybe you don't trust them, you just met them, all kinds of reasons. But yeah, those are really good, the psychic readings for that. The tarot cards, since we do, you can get either a video sent to you, or you can, your higher mind pulls the beginning of the spread, kind of, right? You kind of pull the cards in that one. It's very cool. And you can even get the psychic reading if you are meeting with me online. I can record that and send that to you too. Mystic has a free 5-minute psychic reading, and also you can get a past life reading, super powerful to help you leave past karma behind. And somebody could be carrying, kind of carrying or holding on to past karma. This can be about ancestral lessons. When you are learning about yourself and what you're holding on to because of this ancestral connection here with the memory, the ancestral theme. This could be somebody from a past life. It could, with that memory card reversed. Bottom of the deck, Sagittarius, Queen of Swords. And everything is in the description box, you guys. So, yeah, the Queen of Swords is here. And, she's sitting here analyzing something, discerning a matter. She is. She's out in the forest. It looks like the bats are up in the air, but, I thought they come out at night, but, not necessarily true. I saw a bat right across the street, and I kind of live at the beginning of the hills. Yeah, I do. And so they usually are in the mountains or the hills. This is a pretty hilly place. But, yeah, and bats can speak about, these are bats, transformation, right? Yeah. So let's see what we have. And so can the moon. It can be about a brand new beginning or a transformation. And so we have the King of Swords now. Wow. 6 of Cups reversed, King of Wands, Page of Cups, Sagittarius, the Star, the Knight of Wands, the 9 of Swords. There's worry in this reading. There's anxiety. Maybe somebody's not sleeping well because they are worried or they're anxious. 5 of Pentacles, right next to the 5 of Pentacles. Somebody could have been left out in this reading, or I feel like somebody's in a cold place, most likely. Yeah, wow. Somebody from your past, most likely. 6 of Cups reversed. Where is that 6 of Cups at? Oh, it's right here in the crossing energy. That may be the challenge. Somebody may want to return to you here and close up this memory card reversed is closing a distance gap. It could be closing an emotional gap, right? Especially with the 5 of Pentacles. Let me in, right? Just like the little piggies, right? Where, the wolf said, I'm not saying they're a wolf at all, but the wolf always wanted to be let in, right? Yeah, he did, and he was going to eat them. I feel like at the end they moved back in with their mother. That's funny. 4 of Pentacles reversed here. It's a letting go of something in this reading. And we know something's let go in a sense because the waxing and waning is an ending. Yeah, it is. And we have a whole new beginning with this kind of evolutionary cycle that is happening. Yeah, very interesting. All right. So, it could be happening right now too because the new moon in Taurus is about what's the date today here? It is the 28th. The new moon in Taurus is about new values. It can be, so you're making more money and, but it can be your values and what's important to you. Yeah, what you value. And so that may end a cycle and bring something hopeful to your life because it's a new moon, right? So we have the King of Swords. A crossing energy is the 6 of Cups reversed with the High Priestess. Maybe this is about trusting your intuition. It could be a Scorpio or a Piscean here to return to you, I believe. Yeah. It could be a friend, though. It could simply be a friend, maybe from your childhood, maybe from college, right, high school, things like that. It doesn't always have to be a lover, no, but it's probably somebody that you know. Like I said, friend, maybe even a foe, possibly, because they want to close this gap here, right? Some type of gap, emotional or physical, or both, right? So here's the King of Wands here. And this is why it's all happening. This is you. So the King of Swords is, with the Queen of Swords. Where is she? Oh, she was at the bottom of the deck. So, there's this discernment here. And a decision's already been made with the King. Yeah. So Page of Cups is sitting, it is sitting external to you. And we have it with the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a discernment in itself. And it is going back and forth here about these ships that are coming in. This is about the future. Someone's going back and forth about their future. She's facing what could be her future, right? Page of Cups with it. This person wants a new start with you. They may want to, and this is about trusting your intuition sometimes. Sometimes about what you want to create for yourself, the Page of Cups. But it's about a new start, it really is. And this is external to you. They're wondering if they can have that with you. Yeah, maybe they did some, some stuff that wasn't nice here. That's not clear here, but there is worry. Yeah, we don't know. Maybe they were a sweet angel. We're not sure about that part, right? But somebody's definitely ascended in this reading and raised their consciousness where they are completely aware of what they're doing and, aware of themselves, knowing themselves, things like that. And that's what this High Priestess is about as well. This could be, you might have been a secret though, Sagittarius. It's possible with the High Priestess sitting in this energy here, which is the crossing energy. The star showing up as how somebody sees themselves. Yeah, and so she's reaching for the star. This is like hope and faith, right? It is reaching for the star. I wish upon a star. I have a lot of hope. Somebody seeing themselves as having hope. This can be having faith in something. It's a very inspiring energy. And we have the new moon. That is all. The new moons are always inspiring, right? Yeah, because it's about planting new seeds, new ideas, and it can be about new beginnings for sure. Let's get a card on the star showing up with the Knight of Cups. This is how somebody seeing themselves offering you love or some type of offer, romantic offer for sure. And they're very hopeful about it. They are very inspired. The star can sometimes mean healing. It can, depending. And the Knight of Wands showing up here, showing up in the past. We'll get a card on that. I feel like it's next to the Nine of Swords, where they worry about you, Sagittarius. They're worried about something regarding this, worried about you, right? Then we have the moon. This is like being in the dark about things. And, because we have these two towers here, they're kind of buildings, but they kind of mean, the opposite. Yeah, they do. The wolf is here. It has to do with a newbie, like a great calling. But the moon talks about trusting your instincts here, but it can talk about doubt and fear, because the darkness is there. It is not, the sun is not there, the moon, and, it is often dark when the moon is out, right? It can also talk about cycles that are ending and beginning. The waxing and the waning is all about the moon. We see the moon here, or we saw it right up here on this card, the waxing and waning. So this person is unsure or in doubt. They have fears, doubts and fears, yeah, with the Nine of Swords right here about you. Yeah, and they've been doing this for a while in the past, recent past, so who knows, kind of like how far this goes back. That is unclear in this reading. Yeah, and so we have the Nine of Swords as a concern, is worry. The Five of Pentacles is in the environment. Something could end here because the fives aren't really, they really are endings. Yeah, and so they can be challenges, chapters that are so challenging ending. And she's ignoring her, and she's sitting on the floor. She's sitting on the ground here. Yeah, and the gate is shut here, the door. Somebody is kind of left out here, or somebody feels like they're out in the cold, kind of. Let's get a card. This is your person or you, right? Ace of Cups, yeah, because they want a new beginning. This can be about a cycle ends, so I can have a new beginning. Let me let this cycle close out with the waning card. Yeah, let it close out and have something new, right? And remember, the waxing moon, too, can talk about when we reach the full moon, it talks about a culmination, which is things are culminating, coming to a head, and really ending. Yeah, they can be, right? Can be secrets come out as well. And we have the moon and we have the high priestess here, both together, like very close. So seek something can be revealed here that you know nothing about. Like this person could come out of the dark, Sagittarius. Like it could be, I don't know how long ago it was. Yeah, that is unclear for me here, Sagittarius. So only you will know that. That is very specific to your own situation. This is, after all, a general reading, right? Here's the Empress showing up, and the Empress is going to be in the hopes here. The Empress is about, we can call this the hopes and fears as well. This is what somebody's learned. When this here is about what this person has learned, it is about who my real love is. Like, you know, because the Venus rules this card. It's about love and beauty, right? Yeah, and so in relationships too. And the Empress can also be about values and fertility based on Taurus, right? Let's get a card. The Empress, Venus has a dual rulership, right, over Taurus and Libra. In this reading, it is very Libra. It is, but this can be about your values changing, and you know what I wanted 5 years ago, I don't want anymore. And we all grow. I mean, these couples that stay together through thick and thin. Well, that's really great, right? But you know, their values may be changing about just not about love or romance or or relationships. Their values can change about other things, right? So yeah, but that's what Taurus season is about. It's about your values. Yeah, and we do have Uranus in Taurus, and this is about changing values. It sure is. So here we have the Queen of Swords with the Empress. Yeah, and remember she was at the bottom of the deck. Here she is. And this is discerning whether or not, really, if I can make my dreams come true in love. And maybe you were a third party, Sagittarius, the Empress. It's a number 3. I mean, it just depends, right? But it's next to the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, they could have left you out because you were a third party. That's a possibility. There's a worry for a reason here in this reading, right? Yeah, there's worry for a reason. And 4 of Pentacles reversed, letting go of something. Remember, we have like worry, we have endings, a cycle. So something could be let go here. 5 of Pentacles over here with the waxing and the waning. Could be another relationship, could be. It could be something. It could be somebody's big ego, because we have ascending, welcome to the next ascending age, which is about evolving. And here we have, and sometimes values, changing values sometimes can be letting go of ego. It depends on kind of what context. And we also have the Emperor. So they're both 4s. 4s are they're really about stability. The Emperor is here to create stability in his own empire, to create order, right? And set things straight. And, it's kind of about, I don't want any drama in my life, and I want things to be more stable. And so 4 of Pentacles reversed, something's let go here because somebody takes control of their life. Yeah. And once again, that'll be up to you guys in your own life, right? We're going to end this reading. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Yeah, check out all my fun readings in the description box. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell in order to receive all notifications. Thanks so much, guys.